welcome back to another video. Iron 3 everywhere, all around the world. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm playing Omen. I'm pretty sure this is a swift play, and I mean, it's pretty okay. I'm just gonna like smoke the entrance as usual for A. Summit isn't a great map for me. I get killed by Neon because I didn't check the corner. I thought that they had all like rotated at that point. That's why I didn't check it. Well, my teammate gets the trade, so prepare yourselves. This is gonna be quite the long read. Looking for an eagle to play the game with and start out as friends, but eventually develop feelings for me because I'm so incredibly good at Valorant, and you praise me and you slow stage, make me bargain me out for her res, tell me I'm a good boy, and then after a while you love me. At this point, you become obsessed, you stop talking to everyone else, and you lose all your friends, and your social life is horrible, and we only talk to each other. Shh. Please add me. Please, my cord is F. Get out of my death. I'm gonna get killed here because I'm an idiot, and to be fair, I did smoke it, but I always do this. When I want to TP as Omen, I don't look, but I did smoke it, so that's why I thought I could. Sage try their best, and then I start to smoke again. I do a little bit more of an inwards push, and here I get Reyna, but I get pushed by Neon through the left and KO through the right, which is why I died. So here I'm just waiting for someone to push me. Neon walks through. I get her. Spike is down, which is awesome. I believe this is around spawn area, so I knew KO was coming. I didn't know it was KO specifically. I knew someone was gonna push me, but I wasn't ready for the confrontation. Clove here gets all of them. All of them. She's really good. Or sorry, they're very good. That's my bad. They sound right. So after this, I'm deciding what gun I want. I originally went for the Bulldog, but then I decided, oh, you know what? F it. I'm gonna do a judge with a regen shield for some reason. I thought Clove for some reason could hear me at this point. I don't know why, but she was just staring at me randomly. So I thought so. I push with my judge through the smokes. I get Clove. I shouldn't have reloaded. I had only 3 bullets, but I still shouldn't have. But you know what? It worked out. I got my 2. On second thought, I only had 3 bullets. Maybe reloading wasn't that bad. I was stupid. I wasn't watching Clove's back, so Clove dies while I trade him and get the KO that killed him. Here, I try to get Neon. I do some damage to her, but she keeps sliding on me, and I'm not good when Neon slide on me. I'm really bad at aiming. I used to be good, but not Clove. Gecko is the last player alive. You should be able to hear Reyna going through to the left. He tries to ult, he decides to ult, but he apparently can't hear behind him. Which I do, mention. And he dies to it.
I don't understand. He doesn't hear her behind you?
I'm an idiot. I just run with my melee out. Sage dies because of that. Instead of just shooting my gun and, aiming. But, yeah, so that's my fault. Sorry, Sage. I blind with my paranoia. I smoke. And you will see that Neon, I do a lot of damage, 114 to be exact, as you can see in the corner. But,
I hate when Neon slides.
I hate when they slide, I really do. I can never get them. I also have to say, I took 8 or 9 months off Valorant, which is why I'm really shit. I used to play every single day for hours. I don't anymore. And here we will see Haida being mean to me and toxic.
Fuck off! Actually, that's just shitty behavior. I'm reporting you.
So I looked at Val Tracker to know this, but Clove, our top frag, and Hido, the Neon, who was being toxic and mean to me and telling me to quit the game and I'm so bad that I reported, are queued together, which just really sucks for me. And the other 2 were also queued together, so I was just a solo queue, So I end up reporting them. I just type a short message, and now we're on to our comp game, where there's a Neon Smurf. So we decided to rotate off of this because it was taking too long. I end up getting us the victory. I get Vito and then I get Neon. I know, I was whiffing really bad on the Neon. I've been trying to strafe, but every time I strafe I mess up. This is another second round, 3rd round. I did get some damage on Neon, 100. Chamber tries their best, but to be fair, the Neon used her util and he got effect. So here I knew Omen was going to push me through smoke. Then I glance. I do end up smoking the entrance to be. I was deliberating between the top of it, heaven, but I decided not to. Neon doesn't really push me and is trying to go for the defuse. I should have, pushed them faster. That was on me. Alright, so you're gonna see me smoking off, and then I use my molly grenade. I end up planting. I'm gonna have the worst whiff of my goddamn life as I go and push Neon and Vito. But Fade ults us. I get the luckiest whiff of my life. Teo uses his ult, and then he does get me here. I end up using my ultimate, but instead of like, you know, pushing behind and like moving away, I actually still stayed in the same spot, which is my fault. And Chamber gets the last say. So we rush into site. I start planting on A. Faye dies, and then Neon is left. She uses her util, but I step back. I get a little bit of damage on her as she slides away. I'm pretty sure Arena did get her though at the end, after I died on her. So here I'm switching through like POVs. Our Sova starts planting. Our Raze satchels herself up to heaven. Chamber's watching back. And Raze ends up getting Veto on heaven. And then our Reyna is also flank right now. And then I end up smoking heaven again because Veto was there last time when Raze pushed them and got them. So I thought that was a good idea to smoke that off. And then as Reyna continues to go to flank the chamber, we see Omen smoking, I don't know what that's called, like the window flank. Reyna does get Omen there. And then we move on. Chamber and Sova fall off, leaving Reyna to clutch, which she does, which is awesome.
Happened. Yeah, I don't think I can clutch this, guys.
It's a 1v1.
So now Reyna is against Neon. I end up smoking the left side because that's where she ends up using her util.
Yo, can I get a Vandal skin?
So Reyna asked for a Vandal skin, so I end up selling my weapon, requesting a Vandal, and sending it off to Reyna, and then getting my Spectre back after that. At this point, it's a 4v3. I'm pushing through the smoke. Like my smoke, I was just shooting through. Heaven's cleared. And Neon is all the way back of sight. So I do end up pushing her on that. Reyna ends up getting her, and we win the round. So our Sova dies, but I do end up getting Vito from the right. I watch over heaven, I push into my smoke, Fade gets me, and then I decide to ult. But then I wasn't prepared to fight for some reason, but you know, I have to. But yeah, so I died to the Fade.
Reloading. Enemy spotted A. One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Their Neon is.
Can I get a Vandal skin?
Reyna asked for my Vandal skin again, so I drop my weapon and I request, and then I give it to Reyna, and then I get my weapon again.
Let's go.
Reloading.
B, and then C. I mean B to.
There's no C.
Yeah, just B. Be careful. No, stop being loud. Don't make it loud. Alright, man. Yeah, kill yourself.
So here I decide to push, but then I hesitate and I'm like, oh, they'll push me. And I was right, they were gonna end up pushing me. But instead I decided to push instead of just waiting. So I really need to listen to myself more. Fast forward a little bit, Faye jumps down, Chamber gets it, but Vito gets Chamber and defuses, and we lose the round in 6 sets.
Neon and Vito up.
No peeking.
Alright, Neon could go fucking.
Spike planted.
Planted B. Oh.
No peeking.
Bad.
Last player standing.
To your right.
Yo, get spike. Someone, do spike. Smoke yourself, smoke. Smoke.
So right now I was telling you to smoke, but I was already halfway defusing the spike at that point, so I do end up smoking. Teo is still alive. I've smoked and I fully defuse. So I hear some people, like some footsteps towards like mid entrance to A near heaven. So I decide to push. I get Fade, Teo, but instead of moving back and reloading, because I thought, oh, I have 11 bullets, I'll be fine. I died because I ran out of bullets while shooting Neon, which is pretty unfortunate. But I did get her for 81, so I do say that in the chat. So here you're gonna see me end up reporting the Neon for smurfing. which is called rank manipulation. That's why it took me a second, because I didn't know like what, because I usually don't report it. I don't usually have too many smurfs. So at this point, I'm an ostrich with my head in the ground because I apparently don't hear Omen right, like come all the way through, which is just me being an idiot. So this is a 3v1. Neon does end up dying, but we do end up losing chamber, unfortunately. But you know, it's better to win and lose with like one teammate than to lose the entire round, I suppose. So as you see, Neon pushes chamber and knows where exactly where he is.
That's all you had to
Thankfully, so I end up smoking entrance to A as usual. I hear that Omen's TPing, and my assumption is he's gonna go through mid, because usually they end up going through mid to A. And my theory proves right. I get a headshot on him as he is with his Onan, and I carry his Onan, and then I get another kill on the fade. And then Neon is last. I do end up shooting her for a bit, but I'm pretty sure I die. But I hit her for 31, then I res. Unfortunately, the timing was off. So I use like my molly that Clove has, and I throw it at... I already smoked entrance to A as usual. I'm pretty sure here like my teammate says, oh, they're not A, but then as I'm halfway rotating, like I'm still close to A, Fade decides to ult so I can push back. I'm not sure like exactly where to smoke at this point. Like Reyna has mid, so I just, you know, push it through heaven. I do fear my Reyna die, so I end up getting my pick on Neon. So we all get our kills. Reyna dies.
I'm just happy
I end up defusing. It ends up being a 9-9. It was a really close game, even though there was a smurf, which is, you know, nice. It's 10-9 now. So Neon uses her wall and rushes in, and then we hear Neon go and ult. So one of my teammates dies mid, so I start to push mid. I get my fade. I was a body shot still. Neon is ulted, and I'm not really great when Neon's ult at all, so I end up dying to it. And then Teo is on the ground. Teo ends up using 30 tail. Our chamber is left to clutch with Sova. Sova is in the smoke at this point. They do unfortunately not get any picks, but they tried their best, you know. And then I pretty much almost die trying to kill Omen. I get a little bit on Teo. My problem is I've been spraying a lot and not focusing. So that's kind of on me. I do end up smoking entrance to A for Reyna and Sova. So there's that. And our Sova is currently mid. He gets a pick on, I think it's Narnia. And unfortunately he dies. And we would just won that round. So here I get my pick on Vito as he's planting on A. You'll see Neon's little like finger gun laser, and I die to it again. I'm not great against stealthy Neons, so that's on me. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're having a good rest of your day, afternoon, morning, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Yeah, no, I wasn't doing great. I didn't lose my rank at least.